and does not agree with the practice of providing sources to back up his claims.
Oops.
Oops, indeed. The creationist really fucked up here. Let's see how, shall we?
Another outright lie. The video I made in response to Extant Dodo contains scientific references for virtually everything I said. And since you did watch the video, you're well aware of that.
Indeed, I'm well aware of the scientific references that the creationist states he has made. The original video response I'm still making covers this in some detail, but focuses on what the creationist is saying in connection with the extant dodos. The video linked to here will address the issue of these scientific references. To conclude, the slides are broken up as follows: misrepresented information from legitimate scientific sources, propaganda from creationist sites, self-authored text with pictures that have no real scientific value, pictures with no explanation, cartoons of an insulting and inflammatory nature, ad hominem slides. Not a single one of these slides is from a legitimate scientific source that backs up the creationists' fantasy that Magic Man done it in 6 literal days 6,000 to 6,500 years ago.
Which means, of course, you're an outright liar.
I have just demonstrated that this is not the case.
And anyone who watches my response to Extant Dodo and then this one of yours will see that you are an outright liar.
This is only true if you have made up your mind to support the creationist in the first place. Anyone approaching this with an unbiased open mind will see that it is in fact the creationist who has lied. All I have to do is point to the videos themselves as evidence of this, so to everyone else, don't take my word for it. Go examine the videos and the originals made by the creationist for yourself. It is a commitment in time, but it will demonstrate once and for all who the real liar is.
You've shot yourself in the foot.
Only in the creationist's delusional mind is this statement true, as we are about to see.
And now that you've proven yourself to be a liar and a hypocrite, I have no interest in responding to the rest of this video. I think I'll end it here.
Remember what I said about ad hominem attacks earlier?
Ad hominem argument. An ad hominem argument consists of issuing an attack against the person making an argument instead of addressing the substance of the argument itself. It is the opposite of an argument from authority.
In this instance, the creationist has chosen to accuse me of lying and hypocrisy, while stating that since he believes that I am a liar and a hypocrite, he no longer has an interest in responding to the rest of my series. Seems like an ad hominem attack to me, yet further proof that the creationist is the liar here.
I was going to respond to your entire video, but you've proven yourself not to be worth my time.
It's rather convenient to make the statement that I am not worth the creationist's time, especially since the creationist hasn't actually addressed either my rebuttal to his bullshit or the actual arguments made by the extant dodos. All his original series has done is misrepresent the statements made by the extant dodos, which is why they have decided he is not worth their time. There is much more that the creationist has added, which I will address in a separate video, as I have done with the scientific references that the creationist claims to have existed in his videos. What I will say here before wrapping up is that for someone who considers me not to be worth their time, the creationist has expended considerable time ranting about something he clearly has no idea about. In conclusion, I would like to state the following. Nothing concrete was provided by the creationist. All we've had is more personal attacks against so-called evolutionists, with yet more arrogant and insulting behaviour. The creationist who claims he is not known for personal attacks, ad hominems and censorship has failed to resist the temptation to censor my responding comments, failed to resist the temptation to insult and commit ad hominem attacks against his critics, including myself, and failed to resist the temptation to behave as if he has something special to impart on people who have dedicated their lives to the advancement of human knowledge because it disagrees with his biblical worldview. Now that I have proven that the creationist is a liar and a hypocrite, do I feel that there is no longer a need to address the rest of his claims? No, of course I don't feel that way. The creationist is a liar and a hypocrite, but his claims still need to be addressed, and for me to state otherwise would be me committing an ad hominem fallacy, and I will not give the creationist that satisfaction. So I will continue the remainder of the series, the next part of which will be posted momentarily.